ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
प्रभु प्रेम के ज्ञान अमृत का पावन पान कराइए। ज्ञान योग के पथ पर चलकर जीवन ज्योत जगाइए। प्रभु प्रेम के ज्ञान अमृत का पावन पान कराइए। ज्ञान योग के पथ पर चलकर जीवन ज्योत जगाइए। प्रभु प्रेम के ज्ञान अमृत का विनम्रता की आरती हो, पवित्रता की धूप। विनम्रता की आरती हो, पवित्रता की धूप। सादगी की सुंदरता से सजा ले अपना रूप। सादगी की सुंदरता से सजा ले अपना रूप। सजा ले अपना रूप। भले कर्म जीवन में करके हो, भले कर्म जीवन में करके प्यार से प्रभु को रिझाइए। ज्ञान योग के पथ पर चलकर जीवन ज्योत जगाइए। प्रभु प्रेम के ज्ञान अमृत का हो। संगम युग में सेवा करके गायन योग्य बनेंगे। संगम युग में सेवा करके गायन योग्य बनेंगे। पुरुषार्थ कर पुरुषोत्तम बनकर पूजन योग्य बनेंगे। पुरुषार्थ कर पुरुषोत्तम बनकर पूजन योग्य बनेंगे। पूजन योग्य बनेंगे। दिव्य गुणों को धारण कर हो, दिव्य गुणों को धारण करके मन उपवन महकाइए। ज्ञान योग के पथ पर चलकर जीवन ज्योत जगाइए। प्रभु प्रेम के ज्ञान अमृत का हो। परिवर्तन से जग में परिवर्तन लाए। आओ निज परिवर्तन से जग में परिवर्तन लाए। नवयुग जिसमें सब जग देखे वो दर्पण बन जाए। नवयुग जिसमें सब जग देखे वो दर्पण बन जाए। वो दर्पण बन जाए। सबके गुणों के मोती के गुणों के मोती लेकर मुक्ताहार बनाइए। ज्ञान योग के पथ पर चलकर जीवन ज्योत जगाइए। प्रभु प्रेम के ज्ञान अमृत का पावन पान कराइए। ज्ञान योग के पथ पर चलकर जीवन ज्योत जगाइए। प्रभु प्रेम के ज्ञान अमृत का पावन पान कराइए। ज्ञान योग के पथ पर चलकर जीवन ज्योत जगाइए। प्रभु प्रेम के ज्ञान अमृत का हो।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Good morning. Today's Baba's Murli is based on drama. Baba just reveals the secrets of the drama because the drama has to end now and all the actors must be available on the stage. So the souls of all the religions will come in front of the Father because Baba himself has come now. Even the Christ, the soul who played the role of the Christ also will come and take the mantra from the Father, because they will not be able to imbibe the mantra of Madhya Jiva because they don't want, it's not in the drama for them to become the rulers of the globe. And Baba just draws our attention towards not attaching our heart to this old world and bodily beings, because if we attach our heart to those things, the fortune just falls apart, that we become unfortunate. Let's listen to Baba's elevated devotions, and today's date is 29th May. The essence: sweet children, never attach your heart to this old world and to bodily beings. If you attach your heart to those things, your fortune falls apart. That is, then you become unfortunate. Question: what deep secret about this play has the Father told you, children? What deep secret about this play has the Father told you, children? The answer: Children, because this play is now about to end, all souls have to be present here. The souls of all religions will now become present here because the souls of all religions come and take the knowledge. That's why Baba says, because the father of everyone is now present. Everyone has to come to salute the father. The souls of all religions will go back with the mantra of Man Manabhav, because they just want to go to the land of liberation, because they just wish to go to that land of liberation, and they just take the mantra of Man Manabhav to go there. However, they will not be able to imbibe the mantra of Madhyajibhav or become the rulers of the globe. The song, don't let your heart break away from its support. Om Shanti. Children at all the centers heard the song. You are now listening to this today, and all the other children will hear it 2 to 4 days later, because during that time we didn't have the facility to listen to the Murli live. So it would take some time to reach the Murli to the children of all of the centers. If you attach your heart to this old world and to an old body, your fortune falls apart, because your bodies are also of this old world. If you become body conscious, the fortune that you are creating falls apart. You will not be able to create that fortune. From being unfortunate, you are becoming very fortunate. Therefore, as much as possible, remember the one Father who gives you your unlimited inheritance. Remember the Father and the inheritance. There is very little time left in this old world. You have to make effort in this world and definitely become full of all virtues. Baba says at this time we have to make the effort and become full of all the virtues, and we have to become completely voiceless, and the one who has 16 celestial degrees full, because these are the sanskars that the soul takes to the golden age. There are many who do remain pure, whereas there are others who often fall. Baba says you have to become the Father's service companions. It's a very big service to make this whole world pure from impure. Just look at the world. So in order to give service to this whole world, and Baba, of course, he requires our service. It isn't that everyone will help the Father. Those who become or who became Brahma Kumars or Kumaris, that is, not everyone will extend their support, that is, their finger of cooperation to the Father in transforming this iron-aged world. So those who became Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, the decoration of the Brahman clan, and who helped in the previous cycle, will become sensible. So such children are sitting here. The name of Prajapita Brahma is remembered. The children of Brahma would surely be called Brahma Kumars or Kumaris. They definitely existed in the past. The short form of this word is that BK. People also remember Adi Dev and Adi Devi. Anything that existed in the past definitely has to exist again. You know that the golden age existed in the past, and there was why it has to become the past. So whatever existed, that will again exist. Why? So the past becomes the present or future. How does that happen? Because this is the cycle which just continues. That's why everything just gets repeated. You know that the golden age existed in the past, and there was the original eternal deity kingdom there that no longer exists. The deities of the pure family path who used to rule are now at the end of their 84 births. Now they are neither pure nor do they have that kingdom, because they have become impure. Baba says those who were double crowned, when they were on the journey and they entered the copper age, then they had the single crown, because one crown is of that the crown which is studded with the gems and the diamonds, and another crown is of the crown of purity. So when they reached the iron age, they lost both the crowns. So the Father has once again come to purify them. He says, don't connect your intellects in yoga to the impure beings. Just remember the one Father. You know that you are following the advice of the Father and claiming your inheritance from Him. Baba also shows you the way to claim your inheritance. Baba has explained all the ways of remembering Him. Of course, to be in the pilgrimage of remembrance, people create many different methods. Some have the pride of science and others have the pride of their medicine. And they have written, because in whichever field they have that mastery, of course they are proud of that. They have. So that's why Baba says that some have the pride of science, others have the pride of medicine. They have written that someone's heart doesn't function. They are able to do the transplant. They just replace that with a plastic, or the heart transplantation takes place. So Baba says they remove the real heart and make an artificial one function, but to what extent even that works? Of course that can extend the lifespan for some time. This is such a skill, that too for a temporary happiness. If he were to die tomorrow, the body itself would finish. There would be no attainment, because we will not be able to receive the inheritance for multiple births. Of course, that life which comes with that heart transplantation, that will be there for a temporary time. So Baba says they show many wonders with science, but that too for a temporary period. This is a completely unique aspect. Whatever Baba teaches us, that's completely unique aspect. Pure souls have now become impure while taking 84 births, and those impure souls have to be made pure once again. But no one except the Father can do that. There is praise of just the one. He is the purifier of all, the bestower of salvation for all, the one who has the vision of mercy for all, the leader who has mercy for all. So those people call themselves the Sarvodaya leaders, and Sarvo means all. That's the Hindi term which means all. At that time Vinoba Bhave was there, who was given this title. So Baba says this term, that is, it's a Hindi word, that is serve means all. All are included in that. Only the Father, because a human being can't be merciful. Even if he is merciful, he will have mercy for a few, not for everyone. So only the Father, who is merciful and blissful one, who is remembered as the one who has mercy for all. What mercy would human beings be able to have for human beings? They are unable to have mercy for themselves. So how could they have mercy for others? What did he do? He had a campaign for the donation of the land. The landlords he inspired many landlords to just donate their land for the poor people, and donate the land to those poor people who were in actual need of that. And just see, they only have the temporary mercy, and yet they have given themselves such big titles. The Father now says, I show you such an easy way to become ever healthy and ever wealthy. This way is very simple. And what's that way? Baba says this is a very easy way to become ever healthy and ever wealthy. Just remember the Father. Baba says, simply remember me, because you have forgotten me. You remain happy in the golden age. You therefore don't even remember me. You have been told the history and geography of your 84 births, how you used to rule and how you were ever happy. Then day by day you continued to come down and became Tamo Pradhan and unhappy and impure. The Father is now once again giving you children your inheritance as he did in the previous cycle. You come and receive your inheritance every cycle. You follow Srimad are directions from Bap Dada. Where else other than from him could you receive Srimad? The Father says, just think about it. Does anyone have the skill? No. The skill the Baba has in teaching the children, do you think does anyone has that? No, only the Father shows you the way to become the masters of the world. He says there is no other method other than this. Only the purifier Father gives you this knowledge to claim a high status. The knowledge which enables you claim the highest position, that is the king or an emperor, that's given by the purifier Father only. And it isn't that by knowing just the world cycle you will become pure. The Father says, remember me. Only through the fire of yoga will the urn of sin that has become full be burnt. The Father says, you have become impure by taking 84 births. Nowadays they say of themselves Shivoham, and then they say that Antatatvam Shivoham, which means I am Shiv, and then they say Tatatvam, that same applies to you. So they say that you are a form of the Supreme Soul, and each soul is the Supreme Soul, and the Father has now come. You know that you have to remind others of Shiv Baba. Only the one Supreme Father, Supreme Soul is the bestower of salvation for all. The temples built to Shiv are one thing, and the form of Shankar is another. It has to be shown in the exhibition that Shiva is incorporeal and Shankar has a subtle form. Shiv Baba's form is incorporeal and Shankar he has a subtle form. Sri Krishna exists in the corporeal form. It's correct to show Radhe with him. This proves that they become Lakshmi and Narayan, because that is the childhood, and then they grow and then they become Lakshmi and Narayan. Sri Krishna doesn't come in the copper age to relate the Gita. Baba says if he had given if he had narrated the story of Gita in the Copper Age, how did the Iron Age start? So that proves that he didn't relate the story of the Gita. People are impure at the end of the Iron Age and pure at the beginning of the Golden Age. Therefore, he would definitely come at the Confluence Age. Only the Father knows this, and he alone is Trikaldarshi. Sri Krishna can't be called Trikaldarshi because he can't speak the knowledge of the three aspects of time. He doesn't have the knowledge of the beginning, middle, and end of the world. The deities don't have the knowledge of the three aspects of time. They say that he's a small child and he goes to study in a college for a deity prince or princess. Earlier, it doesn't mean that he doesn't go to study. Of course, they have their own colleges there. Earlier, there were special colleges for princes or prince, because when it was their kingdom, of course, they had their own college. They had colleges where they would go and study. But everything has now been mixed because there is no kingdom here. Sri Krishna was a prince, and there must have been many other prince or princess too. They must have studied together, and that was a voiceless world. Only Shiv Baba is the bestower of salvation for all. Human beings can't be the bestower of salvation for all. Only the Father comes and gives everyone liberation and liberation in life. It's been explained that there are no other religions in the kingdom of the deities. They come in the second half of the cycle. Therefore, how could they exist in the Golden Age? Those are Hatha yogis who belong to the path of isolation. They can't understand Raj Yoga. This Raj Yoga is for those who belong to the family path. There used to be that pure family path in Bharat. Now in the Iron Age, they have become those of the impure family path. God speaks constantly, remember me alone. If you attach your hearts to this old world or to the relations of your bodies, your fortune falls apart. The fortune of many falls apart. If any wrong actions are performed, those will appear in front of you at the end, and you will have visions of them. Some children hide a lot by telling the father of the sins that you have committed in this birth. Half of them will be forgiven. However, because of being ashamed, you don't tell Baba. Many perform dirty actions, and their intellects are aware that they would become free by telling Baba about them. Everyone knows about themselves, what has been done and what hasn't been done. By telling Baba everything, half of that will be forgiven. Because he is the eternal surgeon, if you hide your illness from the surgeon because of being ashamed, how would you be liberated from that? By telling Baba of the sins that you have committed, half of them will be forgiven. But when you don't tell Baba, they continue to increase and you become more and more trapped. When there is no realization power, that sanskars they become so firm. That's why Baba tells, just tell Baba everything. If you don't tell, they will continue to increase and they become more and more trapped. The fortune will then finish and there will be misfortune. The Father says, don't keep any connection with the bodies. Constantly continue to, this is the time to forget our own bodies, and constantly continue to remember me alone, and you won't then perform any dirty actions. That one is also Dharmaraj. If you hide anything from him, there won't be anyone else who would experience greater punishment. Because after becoming a knowledgeful soul, the return of the punishment would be, Baba says, the law of this confluence age is that we get return, 100-fold return for whatever good actions we do, and 100-fold punishment for all the sinful actions that we have done. As the time comes closer, everyone will continue to have visions. It's now the time of settlement for everyone. All are impure, and punishment is definitely received for the sins that you have committed. Just as the liberation in life is received in a second, so too there is such a feeling of punishment in a second that it feels as though you are experiencing that punishment for a long time. This is a very subtle machinery. This is a very automatic, subtle machinery. Because we experience that punishment, and it's now the time of settlement for everyone. Punishment definitely has to be experienced. All the souls will then go back purified. Only the Father comes and purifies the impure souls. No one apart from the Father has the power to do this. The urn of sin, who doesn't have the power to purify the impure? Only the Father has that power. The urn of sin has now become full of sins performed over 63 births, and there are the omens of eclipse of Maya over everyone. The worst eclipse is over you, because we were the ones who have taken the maximum number of births, because we were the ones who were completely viceless, and we are the ones who have become completely vicious. That's why Baba says the worst eclipse is over you. You were full of all virtues, whereas now you have an eclipse over you. You children have now received this knowledge. The Father tells you, you are the masters of the Bharat, and you took 84 births. He tells you in a very straightforward manner that you truly were those who belonged to the deity religion. Then when you became impure, you began to call yourselves Hindus. When they adopted the path of sin in the copper age, they no longer remain as deities. Then they started calling themselves as Hindus. No one established the Hindu religion. The sects and the cults can't be called a dynasty. It's the kings who have a dynasty. There are the kingdoms of Lakshmi and Narayan, the first, second, and the third. It's certain that you have to become pure from impure. Because of being impure, you can't call yourselves deities. You understand that you are worthy of worship, and then you belong to that original eternal deity religion. People only worship the images of their own religion. You had forgotten that you were worthy of worship deities. Then you have become worshippers. Because we only worship our own idols. You now understand that the Father gave you the inheritance, and then when you became impure, you started worshipping your own images. You were worthy of worship, and you have now become worshippers. This wouldn't be said to anyone other than those of Bharat. No one worships just how we worship. So the souls of other religions, they just worship the founders of the religions. Baba too only comes in Bharat to give you this knowledge in order to make you into deities once again, and all the rest souls will then settle their accounts and go back home. All souls continue to call out to the Father, "Oh God, the Father." This is something to be understood. At this time you have three fathers. That is, at the confluence age we have three fathers. That is, one is Shiv Baba, the other is your worldly father, then there is the subtle father, that is Prajapita Brahma. Everyone else has two fathers, the worldly one and the one who is from beyond this world. On the path of devotion, they have two fathers, one is Paralaukik, one is Laukik. In the golden age, you have only one father, that is your worldly father. You don't have the father from beyond at all. You know that there was happiness, and why should they remember father from beyond? Everyone remembers him at the time of sorrow. Here you have three fathers. This is something to be understood. There you remain soul conscious, later you become body conscious. Here you become soul conscious and also the God conscious. You have the pure pride of being the children of the Father, because at this time we have the knowledge of the soul as well as the supreme soul, but we have that pure pride that we are the children of the Father, and we are claiming our inheritance from him. He is the Father, teacher and Satguru. This praise of his has to be explained. Only he comes and gives all of you children your inheritance. You had it in the golden age and you then took 84 births and lost it. It's so easy to explain this. The Father is called the purifier, the bestower of salvation for all, and this is a world of impure ones. Baba says it's very easy to explain the cycle of 84 births, and it's not difficult even. So the Father is called purifier, the bestower of salvation for all, and this is a world of impure ones. How can anyone here grant salvation? The many scriptures someone has read will lead him to his own final destination. Then in his next birth he will be able to learn them by heart at an young age, because that sanskar was there in the soul. So at a very young age they just learn all the slokas by heart. The Father is now telling you children such sweet beautiful things. Children, you have become Tamo Pradhan. Now remember the Father and that alloy will be removed. The play is now coming to an end and everyone will be present. The Christ soul and all the others are also present. They too will come to salute the Father. The Christ soul also comes in the cycle of the rebirth, and the Christ soul has also become Tamo Pradhan, and they will come to salute the Father. They won't become the rulers of the globe. Therefore, they will just remember the Father and take the mantra of Man Manabhav. Yours is a double mantra, that is Man Manabhav and Madhyaji Bhav. The Father shows you such a good method. We have two mantras, that is Manmanabhav and Madhyaji Bhav. Baba shows you a very good method. Acha. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, Father and Bab Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance and say good morning, Namaste to the Mother, Father and Bab Dada. The essence for Dharana, the first one. While living in this old world, you have to make effort and definitely become full of virtues. Don't attach your heart to your old body and this old world. Become fortunate. Second one, remain soul conscious and God conscious. Don't hide anything from the Father at this time of settlement. Continue to take advice from the eternal surgeon. Today's blessing. May you constantly have the fortune of remaining close to the Father by staying away from any influence of the bad company and thereby pass with honors. May you constantly have the fortune of remaining close to the Father by staying away from any influence of bad company and thereby pass with honors. If you would like to stay close to the Father, stay away from the influence of bad company. Many types of papers will come in an attractive form, but don't be attracted by them. There are influences of many types of company. There is the company of waste thoughts, company of attraction to Maya, the company of relatives, the company of words, the company of impure food, then the company of actions. Those who protect themselves from the influence of all of these types of company will pass with honors. It's not about the bad company. Baba explained various types of the influence that comes from bad company. That is, even if we are too much addicted to mobile or any of the technology equipments or tools, that's also a bad company. Slogan, become angels. The Father himself will become your canopy of protection against adverse situations. So today's Avyakt signal, constantly experience an unshakable, immobile and constant stage. The special power that you need to become and make others become constant, unshakable, immobile is the point of the drama. Those who imbibe this power, because drama makes us unshakable, those who imbibe this form of power can never be defeated. However, first of all, apply the point of the drama and transform the waste thoughts into pure thoughts. Then, on the basis of God's love, finish all types of obstacles of Maya that are to come. Today's point of silence. Just like how we use the technology to just transform the waste into best, something which is the rubbish or the waste can be converted into something very beautiful or attractive one. So in the same way, let your mind and intellect become so pure or powerful that no negative energy can even influence that. Even such a situation should be transformed. Om Shanti. The surrendered as well as trial brothers and sisters. The first group of Bhatti, the inauguration will start this evening at 5 p.m. So all those who have given your names will assemble at the Adiji's meeting hall, and the auspicious inauguration will take place. And the evening meditation for all the others will take place at conference hall from 6 to 8 p.m. Atul brother, who has come from Vijayawada, he is going to sing a song. BK Kalpana sister, who is from Kolkata, she was the in charge of Kolkata and she's been in Gyan from 25 years. She surrendered in the year 1999 and she was just managing 4 centers and 15 Gita Pathshala successfully. She was not well due to the kidneys issue or disorder. She has left that mortal coil on 25th. So let's send good wishes to that great soul on his onward journey. Let's remember Baba for 2 minutes and post that he will just sing a song. Let's listen to a song. Thank you. A big round of applause to the brother who sang such a fantastic song. And let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Prakash Maniji. Where Baba is remembered, every action becomes the effortless and natural. That's transformed into a karma. That's the neutral action. When the ego enters, the karmic account gets created. When we say Baba, Baba becomes the doer and the one who gets everything done, then we become instruments. Then the karmic accounts of give and take are settled. That's why it's called the dedication. No action is mine, nor I'm the one who does. Baba makes everything happen, and whatever Baba says, we do. Om Shanti.